Whispers, whispers, whispers. I gotta get my whispers on. I gotta get my whispering on. I gotta get my whispering on.
Okay, let's quickly go beyond the sprint today. Let's get to the real of Wind Sprints. Listen, Wind Sprints was created to be a show that is quick, that gets to revelatory teachings in hopes that the listener will quickly apply those teachings. But it was always designed to be quick. That's part of the identity of Wind Sprints. In the last two episodes, I jokingly say that it turned into a marathon, but that was never the original design of Wind Sprints. So it's like I lost a part of my identity in the process as I processed out Wind Sprints. And I realized, and I said to myself, and this is the beauty of Wind Sprints, is that I need safeguards in place to protect me from losing part of my identity. We all need safeguards in place to protect us that as we process life out, to make sure that we do not lose part of our identity. So what I came up with is the Wind Sprint Guarantee. And what the Wind Sprint Guarantee is that it's a guarantee that no Wind Sprint episode will go over 10 minutes. I put that safeguard in place to protect you, the listener, but also to protect me, the creator of Wind Sprints. I need protection from myself. And I just hope that resonates with your spirit, the importance of having safeguards in place as you just process life out. So that's the Wind Sprint Guarantee. I'm excited. This is what Wind Sprints is all about. And I'm looking forward to the rest of this episode.
I have to do this. So I have a Zoom meeting. A Zoom meeting at 12 and then honest math at 1:30. This is... Man, why is this virtual thing happening? Like, why can't we just go to school normally, man? This is just stupid.
What's going on?
And Pops, I don't know what to do. Like this is difficult. This is stressful.
Man, you just need to focus and get the work done. But wait a minute, did you just call me Pops? Man, I'm not that old. I'm your daddy, but I'm not Pops. Let me pop you real quick. Let me give you, see, now you done turned this into a learning lesson because you called me Pops. Let me Pops you. Let me show you the power of perspective. Like, you can't control the fact that you are in a virtual learning setting. But what you can control is your attitude. It's just like what we've been talking about when we were doing the family Zoom meetings and about Proverbs. Like, you have a decision to make right now, but it's all based on your perspective. You can complain and be frustrated with the fact that you have to learn virtually, or you can realize that you have the power to control the narrative of your virtual learning experience. Man, I'll tell you what, take a break real quick. Let's ride into the barbershop. I want to show you something.
Oh, can I drive?
No, boy, I'll pop you for asking, can you drive? You too young to drive. Come on. This pandemic has proven itself to be more than just academic, as quarantine stories have unfolded. In the barber world, their world was turned upside down as the humming of clippers were forced to cease. And it put barbers in a unique situation where they either just had to wait it out, or they would groom their clients and service their clients from the privacy and secrecy of their homes for those clients who were comfortable. And they waited it out, and they waited for the shops that they were working in pre-pandemic to reopen so they can go back to work. But not my barber. My barber decided that he was going to do something different, and he, instead of going back into the shop that he was previously working at or working for or working within, he decided to use his power to control his own narrative, and he opened his very own shop. Come on in to Ali's Chop Shop. So I'm here with my main man, Ali, at Ali's Chop Shop. Listen, we have a whole vibe going on in here. We have complimentary chips and bottled water. Got your mints, you have your sanitizer. You have to have your sanitizer. And we are listening to Tiny Desk concert, so it's a whole vibe. My son and I, we love coming here because it's our own private suite for an hour and a half, and where it's just our own exclusive vibe. And so I wanted to talk to Ali as he gives my son a lineup and just ask him, first of all, how does he feel? How does it feel to have your own business, man?
It's amazing. There's nothing like, coming into your own, having your own key, opening it up, and being able to make pretty much all the decisions. On the same token, even though I'm in business for myself, I'm hard on myself. I treat myself as if I have a boss. I put myself in the client's shoes. Every client that sits in my chair is my own personal boss.
Yeah.
Because they have the potential to hire or fire me.
Yes, sir.
So you still have to be disciplined.
Man, so here's the question that I really want to know the answer to. Like, because I've had previous conversations with you, I know you've always envisioned yourself having your own shop. But why now? Like, why? What made this the right time to do it?
Well, with the world itself is changing around us. With COVID-19, the coronavirus hitting and whatnot, and I was saying to myself, I'm like, I had a couple of months off work. The end of March, they, due to the state mandate or whatnot, they shut down all barbershops. So I was just sitting there brainstorming. I went back to the drawing board and I was asking myself, putting myself in the client's shoes, how could I make my clients feel safe?
Yeah.
Myself, I have a large family. I have 4 kids, one on the way.
Yes, sir.
And I have health conditions myself. I have high blood pressure and I had a bad case of bronchitis about 2 years ago.
Yep.
So I wasn't willing to take a risk as far as going in the barbershop and worrying about people, taking it serious or whether or not they want to wear a mask or whatnot. So it just made sense to be able to offer my clients in this time of, uncertainty, being able to offer my clients a one-on-one situation.
So you're trying to tell me you utilize your power to control your narrative.
That's right.
So the story was unfolding one certain way, where everybody was in the same situation, but you use your power to create your own. Man, that is powerful, dude.
Thank you.
So I just want to come on here and talk to you about it, just to celebrate you. Ali's Chop Shop, everybody.
Woo, Pops. I was playing. I was joking when I asked if I could drive, but appreciate you letting me doing this. So, where we going? I think we're going to Best Buy because I heard they got a sale over there, so I think we're going to go.
No, we're about to drive to this place called Revelation. I'm about to pop you with this revelation, since I'm Pops again. I wanted you to get behind the steering wheel so that I could show you that you have the power to control the narrative of your story, your virtual learning story, and not just that, beyond that, just your life. So this steering wheel represents power being in your hands. The roads of the streets, the roads, they represent the roads of life, the roads of life. There are many turns, many twists, a lot of things happening on the streets that you definitely cannot control. But there are definitely things that you can control. And that's what this steering wheel represents. The power that you have to control your narrative. You can control whether or not you text to drive. You can control whether or not you wear your seatbelt. And you can be a defensive driver. You can be aware of the atmosphere around you as you drive. So I want you to take that principle with you into your virtual learning experience and beyond. When you drive in life, you have the power to control your narrative. So does that make sense to you?
I understand. Yeah, I understand. Definitely understand that. You know what? Thank you for those words of wisdom. I'll definitely use it when we get ready to go.
Boy, you about to get popped for real. You're not finna drive. Get out this car. Okay, the little sprinters, your main man Pops here giving you something to remember. Number 1, the power of perspective. Number 2, the power of positivity. Number 4 and number 5, the power of praise and prayer. Number 17, the power of purpose. Long story short, short story shorter. Remember what come out of your mouth. Make sure you're speaking the words and not the world. And then you'll be okay with me. And I don't care what these folks on this story show say. I ain't sprinting to nothing. I'll pops you to it. But I ain't sprinting nowhere. I gotta get my wind sprint. I got to get my wind sprint on. That's it right there.
Hey, didn't it say I'm supposed to get some? Look how my power drip. Man, I hate the power trip. But your battery is dead. Plug into this power strip. Just a